In the last video, we talked about the habits that are silently draining your mental energy. And maybe you realized that you're not lazy, you're just mentally exhausted. But knowing the problem is not enough, because if you keep living the same way, nothing is going to change. You'll still feel tired, distracted, and overwhelmed every single day. And that's exactly why, in this video, we're going to fix it. Because the truth is, you don't need a complete life reset. You just need a few simple habits that can slowly bring your energy back, clear your mind, and help you feel like yourself again. So if you're tired of feeling mentally drained all the time, this video might be exactly what you need. Quiet mind. Your mind is always busy, always thinking, always jumping from one thought to another. And even when you're not doing anything, your brain is still running in the background, processing, worrying, overthinking, and that's the problem. Your mind never gets a moment of silence, and without silence, your brain can't recover. It can't reset. It just keeps getting more and more exhausted every single day, and that's why you feel mentally drained even when your body isn't tired. But here's the truth, you don't need hours of meditation. You don't need anything complicated. You just need a few minutes every day where you sit without your phone, without distractions, without noise, just you and your thoughts, because when you give your mind that space, everything starts to slow down. Your thoughts become clearer, your stress starts to fade, and slowly your mental energy begins to come back. And this simple habit of quieting your mind can completely change the way you feel every single day. Less scrolling. You open your phone for a few seconds just to check something, but somehow you end up scrolling for minutes, sometimes even hours, and the worst part is, you don't even realize when it happens. One video leads to another. One post leads to another, and your brain keeps consuming more and more information without any break. And this constant stimulation is exactly what's making you mentally exhausted, because your brain was never designed to handle this much input all the time. And that's why you feel distracted, unfocused, and tired even when you haven't done anything meaningful. But here's the solution. You don't need to quit your phone completely. You just need to control it, set limits, reduce your screen time, and most importantly, create moments in your day where you're not consuming anything at all. Because when you stop feeding your brain non-stop content, it finally gets a chance to breathe, to reset, and to regain its energy. And that's when you start feeling more focused, more present, and more in control of your mind. Better sleep. You think sleep is just about getting enough hours, but it's not. It's about the quality of your rest. And right now, your sleep is probably doing more harm than good. You stay up late, scrolling, thinking, or just wasting time. And even when you finally go to bed, your mind doesn't actually switch off. It keeps running in the background. And that's why you wake up feeling tired, low on energy, and mentally slow. And this cycle keeps repeating every single day, slowly draining your mental energy. But here's what you need to understand. Your brain needs deep, uninterrupted rest to recover, to reset, and to function properly. And without it, nothing else will fix your exhaustion. So instead of sacrificing your sleep, start protecting it. Go to bed at the same time, reduce screen time before sleeping, and give your mind a chance to truly shut down, because when your sleep improves, everything improves. Your focus, your mood, your energy, and the way you feel throughout the day. Strong boundaries. You keep saying yes to everything, even when you're already tired, even when you don't feel like it. And at first, it feels like you're doing the right thing. You're being helpful, you're being nice, but slowly, it starts to cost you your energy, your time, and your peace of mind. Because every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're saying no to yourself. And over time, This builds pressure inside your mind. You feel overwhelmed, mentally drained, and constantly exhausted. Not because you're doing too much for yourself, but because you're doing too much for everyone else. And that's why setting boundaries is not selfish. It's necessary. You need to learn when to say no, when to step back, and when to protect your own energy. Because the moment you start valuing your time and your mental space, everything changes. You feel lighter, more in control, and finally at peace with yourself. If you made it this far, you already know one thing. You don't need a completely different life to feel better. You just need to start changing the small things that are draining you every single day. Because your mental energy is everything. It affects how you think, how you feel, and how you live your life. So don't ignore it anymore. Start applying even one of these habits today, and you'll slowly feel the difference. And if this video helped you even a little, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Because the more you understand your mind, the more control you gain over your life.